Hello, you guys. I am so excited to be back and filming and sitting down, and it's been so long, A, since I've done a girl talk. I hope you can't see my mirror. And B, since I've just been on YouTube. Oh my god, I feel like the last honestly it's been like 2 weeks since I've done anything. So I kind of want to share with you where I've been, what's been going on, and all that good stuff. And I figured I could do vlog style, but I really just wanted to sit down and talk about some things. And this just felt better because I could vlog, but honestly there's just so much that's still going on right now that I just don't even want to do that right now. So we're gonna girl talk, we're gonna get ready because I have to go to the grocery store and try to find some food. So let's get into this. Starting with, I just want to share with you what's on my skin before I get into my makeup. The makeup's pretty much always the same. Skincare is a bit different than what it normally is, just because I've ran out of product and I'm trying different stuff. So these are never revolutionary makeup techniques. This is just, if you're new, which I don't know, these are just this is my everyday products. I use it all the time. This is more of just a chit chat. Let's just have some girl time, okay? So starting with, I just oil cleansed my face because I went for a walk first and I put sunscreen on. I love the Ulta, I don't know, I'll list it down below. Their Tinted Sunscreen is by far my favorite. I got it from dermatologist and I'm going to be repurchasing it and living in it this summer. So I used an oil cleanser from DHC to remove the sunscreen because I feel like that's the only thing that gets it off. Then I went in with the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid, 2% B5, yeah. I mean, I'm almost halfway through this, you guys. I bought this in my Ulta haul not too long ago in a vlog, and I really like it. It's very thin. It feels sticky at first, but it dries down and it's not sticky at all. I'm trying a new, I have something on it, I don't know what that was, radiant serum, kind of like vitamin C. This is the Dr. Jart, which I love their stuff. They're a Korean skincare brand, I believe. So this is the peptidin radiant serum, and yeah, it's in the pink jar. I really like this. Very thin, same kind of consistency as the Ordinary. Again, I haven't used very much of it to be able to tell you if it's changed the game. I did get Botox in my upper forehead thing, just here, so I can't make that frowny face anymore. But I always have this dark kind of melasma patch here. I'm dealing with some melasma here, and then I have an acne scar from stress hormones breaking me out. So yeah, I have this spot here that comes out very rampantly in those summertime, and even though it's obviously insanely wintry and snowy here in Dallas, I'm still out on walks and it is sunny. So I still have to put sunscreen on to avoid this getting even darker. Anyways, that was long rambly, and I'm still using this Murad eye cream. I still really love this stuff. It's just a very nice basic eye cream. Some eye creams make my eyes super irritated. This doesn't do that. I probably have about a month left of this before it's ran out, and then I think I'm gonna switch to the Lancome Genifique one. And then this is my favorite, you guys. I love everything from the Dr. Jart Ceramidin collection. I love their sheet masks. If you have dry skin, they will change your game. I swear to you, they're so good. They're my favorite sheet mask. They are honestly, they're I've tried Asian sheet masks, which they're known for. The Ceramidin one from well, I guess it's Korean, so duh, never mind. It's so good. It's the best $6 you will ever spend. I will link it down below. I stock up on them, but I wanted to try this cream because I love the toner in this line as well, which is a really nice hydrating toner, and I wanted to try this cream. I also have the body lotion. It's so good. So if you have really dry skin, highly recommend that. And then on my lips, I have the Laneige, or Laneige, whatever you say it, Peach Glowy Lip Balm. It's good. It's good. It's a gloss. It's not like a balm, but it's not like their sleeping mask. If you want it to be that thick, it's not, but it's nice for on the go. So anyways, let's get into the regular makeup. All my makeup will be listed down below. So I'm just gonna chat it up, you guys. So basically, the past 2 weeks have just kind of been shambles because oh my gosh, I wish I knew what day all this happened on. I believe I don't know, I'll look it. I think the 8th or something like that. Arlo got sent home early from daycare for having a fever. If you watch my vlog, you kind of know this. And then we went camping, and then that Sunday we got a message from the daycare saying that his teacher tested positive for COVID, so we went ahead and got tested. He didn't have it, but he did have a really bad ear infection, which explained a lot of his like cranky craziness, which is so much fun. Poor guy, it was his first ear infection, so I did feel bad for him. But we got through that, and so that was happening. So we were quarantining because we didn't know the results or whatever till I believe that Thursday. And so because I got the rapid test, but also those come back as like 50% false negatives, so I was like, well, we're gonna get the real thing too because I want to make sure. Yeah, so we were kind of quarantined from then, so we weren't like, you know, doing our normal thing. I wasn't even like going grocery shopping. I like did all of that online because I didn't want to do that, you know, infect anybody, or if that was the case, whatever. And so then that happened, everything cleared up with that, and then Dallas had the most crazy snowstorm of, like, well, we had Valentine's Day weekend, so all that, yada, yada, yada. Then Dallas on Sunday night, yeah, which was Valentine's Day, we started getting some insane amounts of snow. And me being from New York, I was like, all right, you guys are crazy. Like, it is not that bad. Like, I mean, I've seen snowstorms, like, yeah, come on. But you guys, we just, like, our whole system, everything in Dallas or in Texas in general, is just not built for the snow. Like, so many people's pipes burst because of the fact that, you know, they're just not insulated like they are in New York, because they're not meant for freezing temperatures for long periods of time and all of that. So it was crazy. So we, Sunday night, we lost power. Yes, Sunday night we lost power. In the middle of the night a couple times, then it got back, and then we lost it again. And I want to be very clear when I say this, I did not vlog or document much of this because I didn't want to make light of a situation that a lot of people were really, really struggling and are still really, really struggling. So I'm trying to be insanely cautious of that and conscious of the fact that, like, it's not over for a lot of people, and this was not an easy thing for a lot of people. Like, people lost their lives during this. Like, I mean, if you saw the news with the car pile up and then just like people like freezing, like it was just not a point where I was like, okay, yeah, I get it was a very like freak thing that happens not very often in Texas. Like, the last time it happened was 30 years ago, but it just wasn't something that I felt the need to like make light of or I don't know. I didn't. It just felt very like wrong. So anyways, we lost power, and then obviously daycare was closed because the roads were so snowy. We don't have plows here, we don't have salt here, and it's just ice. Like, it is ice, like where you're walking and it's just you're falling. So imagine driving a car. So anyways, yeah, that happened. Monday we lost power. Like I said, Monday night, gained it back at like 10 a.m. and then lost for like an hour or two. I got the kitchen cleaned, got everything good, and then we lost it until 9 o'clock at night. 9 o'clock at night. So anyways, on Monday we were, Scott was working from home and he was upstairs in our bedroom because the downstairs was just so frigid, and we had let one of our friends who had electricity borrow our space heater things that he normally uses downstairs. So he didn't have anything like that, and he was working upstairs, and our bed is one of those like movable beds or whatever, so he had it in the complete like sitting position, and then when the power went out, it was in the sitting position, so we couldn't sleep on the bed. So our friends were going to Hawaii the next day. They were leaving on Tuesday, and Scott was taking them to the airport, and they weren't actually home on Monday night because they were like dropping their dog off at their parents' house and then just decided to stay because the weather was so bad. So they were like, why don't you guys just go over to our place, like blah, blah, blah. And now, like, I was obviously insanely grateful for that, but like when you're traveling with a baby and like, it's a lot. I really wanted to stay home and hoped our power would turn on. Anyways, so we went at 8 o'clock and then our power turned on at 9 o'clock. And so then I was like, let's just go home, please. I really want to go home. Like, I just want to be in my own home. I feel safer there. Like, we didn't bring Winnie because they have a dog and she's not the greatest with other dogs. And so, and also like, she's pregnant and Winnie is the hairiest person in the entire world, and they're very clean people, and I just felt really bad. And our house, by the way, should warn you, didn't get below during this whole process 58 degrees. So we were obviously insanely lucky with that because we're in townhomes and we're in the middle of the townhomes. So not below 58, which is obviously 100% safe for Winnie. No issues at all. Made sure she was getting fed, going out. We were a mile down the road. Anyhow, so we go home on Monday nights because power had been resumed, and get home, clean, get everything organized, and sit down with a glass of wine to finish watching The Sinner, which we finished season 3. So good. Well, you know what? I actually like season 1 the best, but it was good. So it was weird. Freaking really weird. Like, I didn't know what was happening for the first like 3 episodes. But anywho, you know what I want to watch tonight, which I just finished. I feel like I'm going on a million rampages with this. I just finished listening to The Apology Line on Wondery, which I will talk about podcasts in a little bit, but I just finished listening to that, and there was a one that said something about secrets on Amazon Prime. I'm excited. I'm gonna try watching that tonight. Anyhow, was sitting down to watch the last 20 minutes of The Sinner because we had 20 minutes left before we fell asleep, and with our glass of wine, and the power turns out at 10 p.m. So obviously that was sucky because it was supposed to be 0 degrees that night, which 0, and then with the wind chill was like negative like 10 or 11. It was crazy. So anywho, we lost power and did not gain it back until we gained it back once or twice during the night, which was nice because our our townhome heated back up, which was good. And then we lost it again in the morning and didn't gain it back until around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So we were going on, like, they were telling us rolling blackouts, and okay, I'm going on a million tangents. Sorry. It's gonna be all about this storm. So they basically said that these were gonna be like scheduled rolling blackouts. So they were turning people's power off on purpose because Dallas is on its own power grid and they didn't have the capacity to function with everyone using insane amounts of power because of, you know, the cold temperatures and stuff. So they were doing forced power outages, rolling blackouts, what they call them. Did I already put foundation here? Or I don't think so. Anyways, and so we were told it's gonna be like 45 minutes at a time. It was like 8 to 12 hours for us at a time. And then we'd get like anywhere from an hour to 2 hours of power, and then it would go back out again. So obviously not what I had expected. And the crazy thing is like, it just didn't seem like it was random and fair, honestly, because you would drive through the really wealthy neighborhoods and yeah, no, they all had power. So anyways, it's what it is. I have my opinions on that, but we're not gonna get into that. Anyway, so we lost power, and then 1 o'clock or noon, 1 o'clock comes on, we get it for another like 2 hours, and then we lose it again. So Scott goes to take his friends to the airport. I pack up and we head over to our friend's house, and they actually had 2 other friends staying there as well. They had a 3-bedroom townhome, and we just hung out there for the couple of days because they're on the same power grid as Baylor Hospital, so they don't lose power ever, which was obviously really nice, and really thankful that we had friends to do that with, because I mean, hotels were sold out, and even the hotels that were booked, some of them had water damage and were canceling their reservations. It was like just pure and utter craziness. So all of that was happening yesterday. Around 3 o'clock we came back. because we had power for more than, I want to say 5 hours, and I was like, okay, I feel like that's pretty safe. And so thankfully we have not lost power yet, but obviously we're being very like conservative of it. I'm not, you know, I don't know. I want to take a bath really bad, but I'm not doing that because I don't know. We have a tankless hot water heater, and so I know that takes energy to, you know, use, and I don't know. I just am trying to be conservative because there are still people without power, and I know most of the people without power now are actually like actual power line issues and not just them doing rolling blackouts. But anywho, either way, we're fine, we're safe, but you know, a lot of people weren't, and a lot of people's like houses were ruined from pipes being broken, and I don't know, it was really sad and really scary in a sense, because I mean, I went to the grocery store on Tuesday afternoon to grab bread and stuff, and I'm not kidding you guys, there was nothing. Like, it was worse than COVID. Like, it was really, really scary. And you know, a lot of people were scared to go into public warming areas because of COVID. Like, it was scary. So thankfully we survived that, but I'm not lying, like, it was not easy. It was scary, intense with Arlo. It was just, yeah, thankfully we're all fine, healthy, and safe, and we were warm, so God bless for that, you know. But it wasn't an easy situation. So anyways, and then last night, or yesterday evening or afternoon, there was an active shooter like a mile from our house. Oh my God, my leg's falling asleep. Yeah, like on the walk that I take every single day with Winnie, like we walk by that house. I was like, I know that house. Like, that's crazy. And I walked by it today, and it was really like, it was hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It was really hard. And so, you know, I try to be empathetic. Like, I'm not gonna go through the whole story because I don't know everything about that story, but basically it was an active shooter. It was a man. The police were called for domestic violence, I want to say, against his wife. He had killed the wife and himself, I want to say, and injured 2 officers. And so, you know, I don't try to be empathetic, I just am that way. And, you know, part of me was just like, you know, if COVID wasn't happening, and if this isolation from the storm wasn't happening, and Lord knows what was going on with this guy's life that brought him to this point. I don't know. I like to believe that people aren't evil, and something happens that made, I don't know. So that was another thing. It was just a rough week for Dallas, and a rough 2 weeks for our little family. And so I didn't want to take a step back, but honestly, I was not, like I said, gonna use the electricity power that I had to charge my camera, charge my phone, and record everything when it just didn't feel right because people were, you know. Anywho, that's what was going on, you guys. So that's where I've been. Like, it just feels so freaking surreal. It's not even funny, but it seems like we're back to normalcy. I'm nervous still though, because I went for a walk this afternoon with Winnie, and it's so icy. Oh, there's sirens, and everything's melting, that it's like slushy and everything. And I need to go to the grocery store because we truly have nothing. I'm not going to do a massive haul by any means. My camera shut off on me clearly because I was talking too much. But I'm basically not going to do a giant haul, obviously, because, you know, people still don't have stuff and they need to stock up and whatnot. So just a little something. And Trader Joe's was closed from the snowstorm, so I'm assuming that they'll have more things, because Kroger was like, the only meat, you guys, that was available was like a 30-pound brisket. I'm not kidding you. Everything else was gone, like gone. So anyways, my thoughts and prayers are for anybody, obviously, who went through it as well, and, you know, maybe, you know, had a lot more serious of a time. And just in general, it was not easy for us in Dallas this week, and I don't want anyone to be like, oh my God, you guys are ridiculous. It was bad. So anywho, that is where I've been. So on a lighter note, you guys, I did want to talk about podcasts, because I did post a podcast video, so y'all know I'm obsessed with podcasts. Two that I just finished, well actually kind of three. I just finished the series Finding Cleo, Missing and Murdered, season 1 and season 2. So Finding Cleo, and then the other one about Alberta. I finished both of those. Very good. Towards the end, I just feel like podcasts kind of just like stretch it a little too far. And so both of them I'm kind of, or not Alberta, the Cleo one, I was kind of like, okay, we're done. But you know, that was just like my opinion, but both really good, both very interesting and about Indigenous women, which my mom's aunt married a Native American, and they live on the reserve, and it was just very interesting to learn about that culture in ways that I had no idea. And it also just reminds me of how much our schools don't teach us about things like that, and it's sad what they have gone through. Like, it's just, yeah, it was a lot. And so I like feel compelled to, next time I'm in New York, like sit down with my uncle, well, he's like my great uncle, and like, I don't know, is that something you would want to ask about? I'm just fascinated and like also just really deeply disturbed about the resident school, and yeah, whew. It was really, really sad. That was part of the most sad thing for me about the Finding Cleo and the 60s sweep and stuff. There was just stuff that I had just never heard about, and it just reminds me of like when I went to China during my sophomore year of high school for a student ambassador program. I remember us going to Tiananmen Square, and you know, obviously the giant murders that happened there, or the massacre that happened there, and the fact that you cannot Google that. Well, back when I was there in like 2006, you could not Google and know when you were in China what there's so much like censorship that you couldn't tell, or you weren't able to find information on the Tiananmen Square murder that happened when you were in China, which is crazy. They just blocked that basically from history. From anybody who lived in China, you weren't taught that, and that's crazy. And then I was like, how could they do that? And then I realized like, yo, they do that here. And that's not laughing. I mean, that's just messed up. But anyhow, we're getting real deep over here, you guys. My leg hurts. I'm just falling asleep. But yeah, so listen to that. Oh, also listen to the apology line from one of my favorite podcasts, Wondery. Really, really good. Just finished that today on our walk. Again, like the last 2 episodes probably could have been done without, but obviously you needed it because you figured out what happened. But anyhow, I also wanted to follow up with you guys about my primers. So I tried the Lancome primer in one of my previous vlogs. I still love the Dior better. It's just so thick that I kind of have to like brush it out with the Dior. So I'm like, I don't know, it's just so much product. I just don't like it. So what I do is to like actually use it, like you can just see it's just so gloppy. And like if you're more about like that spidery look, and like I said, it might get better because it's just so wet and clumpy right now that it might dry out and get better. But for me, it's not a look I'm looking for. I'm looking for like a separation from my primer, and so I just go through and I separate them and come through with my Dior, which I'm just like, well, yeah, that defeats the purpose. So I like the Dior. Even if I have to build it a little bit more to get my volume, I like the length and separation that it gives me more. So I still have some left in the container, so I've just been kind of mixing it at this point. But that's what I'll probably do, is just keep the Dior one to get me through the Lancome one, because I don't want to waste it. And it's still like a good primer. Like it's good in the terms of like it, you know, puts down a great base layer. It I don't know, it probably conditions my lashes, but I feel like it's too, like I definitely have to put way more Dior on, but I enjoy the result better. I also have to put way more on right now because it's like almost out. It's like basically out, but anywho, that's what my thoughts are on this guy. I'm feeling really warm. The sun is like beating in. I feel like the lighting in this video is gonna be crap, so I'm sorry. What else is new and exciting? My dad's coming to visit soon, which I'm excited about. And yeah, I can't really think of what else has been going on. Obviously you saw we redid our bedroom a little bit, and we're still like finishing some things on that. So I am going to be ordering a painting from World Market that I really like to go above our bed. There's 2 of them. And then we just need to get lights. We did install a fan, which I don't think I showed, so I'll show that in my next vlog. And yeah, I really can't think of much else that's been going on over here besides just like trying to keep it together, trying to yeah, stay safe, stay sane, stay warm. But hopefully back to regular, normal vlogs in the future. I feel like I want to do the assumptions tag, you know, that video where everyone like answers assumptions, but I'm afraid that people are going to be really freaking mean. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. But we'll see. But yeah, let me know what other kind of videos you want to see. I know a lot of people really like these girl talk videos, so I'm excited to be doing them again, even though like they're the same sort of, you know, makeup every time. It's not about that. It's kind of just about the story. Oh, other thing, speaking of story and speaking of YouTube, I watched the crime scene Hotel Cecil or whatever it is. Really insane, really crazy. And also, like, side note, obviously I was a property manager, and like thinking of being a hotel manager for that property, she had never been one before. Like, good Lord, that poor lady going through what she went through. Like, I mean, not like, obviously it was obviously more about the girl, which I can't think of her name right now, but still, that lady, like getting into that job and like having to, you know, deal with death, murder, drugs, craziness. Okay, so this is the finished look. You guys know it's my everyday makeup. I will list everything down below for you guys, as well as this sweater, which isn't a sweatshirt, just a sweatshirt. It's a sweatshirt dress, but I still have sweatpants on underneath, but I'm excited to be able to wear it as a sweatshirt dress. And then my headband, which is part of a multi-pack from Amazon, which I love. You guys know I'm obsessed with. But I do want to let you guys know what I do kind of have coming planned. More vlogs, obviously. I just really like that style. I feel like I'm able to, you know, share a lot of authenticness with my life and bring you guys along. But also I want to do some more like clothing hauls and things like that, getting ready for spring and summer. I am so freaking excited. And yeah, I just hope that, like, I don't know, I hope that spring is like a little more normal. All right, this is the second time my camera's turned off on me, so I'm gonna take that as a sign and we're gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am sorry I've been so MIA, but I hope this video kind of explains where the heck I've been and what the heck's been going on. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you all soon enough. Hopefully at the beginning of next week. So yeah, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you then.